Our next guest is Kelsey. She is the owner and operator of the board Loon, and she makes the most beautiful, I think you guys have seen it on the Instagram, right? But the most beautiful charcuterie boards. And Kelsey, welcome to the show. I'm excited to get into it with you today. And I hear this all started from a drive up north. So tell us how that drive up north created a new business for you.
Yes. So I had been doing charcuterie boards since 2015. I was leasing apartments. I was the leasing director, and I would be the one in charge of our resident events. So I'd always do these wine and cheese nights with making cheese boards and pairing them with wine and stuff. So as we were driving back from Duluth, actually, we were in the car and I was telling my friends that I kind of want to turn this into a business. We kind of settled on the board Loon. It was my friend's idea. He's like, you like, the North Woods, you like, we're bored in the car. You want the word board in there so we know what it is. And
That's good.
Therefore the board Loon was hatched. So
fun.
That's so fun. Let's take a peek at one of your boards. We're all interested at this point.
Ooh,
yes. So gorgeous. Often we only see that finished product, but as we all know with business, so much goes on behind the scenes. Did you have a lot of trial and error to get to where you're at now?
Oh yeah, tons. I mean, just from, resourcing what products to use, what packaging to use, what to-go containers to use. I mean, everything was trial and error. So it made it interesting though, but it's a learning process. So kind of fun.
Totally.
Yeah, and these boards are so beautiful. So you can order these, right? But you also do virtual workshops. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so I do offer virtual and actually live workshops. The virtual ones I do a couple times a month. I provide all of my attendees with a shopping list, my tips and trick guide, my how-to guide, and kind of walk through how to make a board together. And you don't have to even go shopping if you don't want to. I can, you can just hang out, take notes, drink some wine, and relax. So it's kind of fun.
What are some of the must-haves that have to go on the board? Like, what must you have to make a charcuterie board right?
I usually like to have at least 3 different types of cheeses and 1 to 2 types of meat. I like to incorporate different milk sources. So I usually like to try to at least have a cow, goat, and sheep milk. So it helps enhance flavors and textures and stuff. And we talk a little bit about that in my classes too. So you can learn a little bit more about, pairings and stuff as well. Not only just styling, but a little bit behind the scenes too.
What you're doing is really an art. Like, where do you get your inspiration to create these boards?
I mean, I will say some days I am feeling more creative than others, especially with, the popularity of the business. Sometimes I'm just like drained, but I usually like to go to my playlists, and I'm a huge Sinatra fan, Frank Sinatra.
I love it.
Yeah.
So that's my kind of, I'll throw in some, some Dean Martin, some Frank, and
Yes,
that vibe and create, and I just love it. So I'm an old soul at heart.
Setting the vibes.
Me too. I totally feel that. And I love it. It is an art. And I think it's fair to say you're no longer bored, right?
Right.
No
Exactly.
longer bored.
No, I'm not.
Oh my goodness. Well, I love what you have. There's so many ways that people can work with you through the courses, learning how to do it on your own, because some people are still social distancing, right? So not a lot of people want to have people prepare the things. So you can actually get a box, right? And come pick it up and do it at home, or you can help them buy it themselves. But what are some other ways that people can get in touch with you as they are moving forward into spring, hoping to get back together safely with the masks? How can people reach you?
Generally, I have my website, Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, I post a lot of more local stuff going on, just because that's more of a local following, whereas Instagram is kind of broad. I've had like a girl from England take one of my virtual classes.
Ooh,
so we get a lot of fun just connections. I mean, I absolutely love it. So Instagram is great, and any social networking platform I'm on, and you can message me. Pinterest, TikTok, I got them all.
Just Google.
I love that.
Yeah, right.
Well, awesome. You guys make sure to hit Kelsey up. We are going to take a quick break and be right back.